Good morning. So, oops. So today, on the great adventures of coding a video game, I'm still working on trying to get um, my images to save as, or my plays to save as images, because I want them to be referenceable by an image, not by having to reload every play, because they're multiple parts, right? They got to load the routes, route assignments, the where everybody goes, and I don't want to do that. I mean, it's silly to re-render those every time. If I take an image, we just pop that up with an ID and then, or with a name. There you go. Click. It's associated to an ID, which will tell the system what play to use, which has all the necessary information. The play editor has to have all that detail because obviously you need to set that stuff. But once it's set, visual representation is enough. And so there's supposedly a tool. I had to ask AI. I didn't even know if it existed. I go, is there a way to save a piece of my screen as an image? And it said yes. And I went through the process and it saved it as a blob, but I don't know if it worked. So I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's in my database, but since I didn't have a way to load my stuff back up, I hadn't set up a way to load images. Then I kind of started thinking, let's just make it an asset, a video, an image asset. So thus, there I am. I'm now working on trying to get me an image asset that'll allow me to actually see what it's creating. I'm pretty close, I think, to being able to get what I want going. I had, you know what? I haven't rebooted my computer in a long time. Oh, look, things are starting up quickly though. Yesterday, or the last couple of days, I don't know, maybe I had something running or whatever that's not running now. But yeah, it was. Sorry, I don't know. It was just running really slow, and I don't know why it was doing that. See, I have my. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? No, showing phones on a computer is probably not great. Gee, I can't believe how badly that shows. I mean, that really shows poorly. it's, it's not a white screen, but it's my rehearsal lines. I've been trying to rehearse my lines for tonight. I got rehearsal, and we're this close to going off book. I think we're going off book next week. Actually, we're going to start being off book. This is our last week of not. So it's starting to learn and try to get it down to the point where you're not using your script all the time. So these last few weeks we've been doing things with a script, and now it's kind of learn, and get it down in here, so I don't have to have a script in hand. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I will be continuing here in a minute. Just trying to get my stuff running here. All right. Today was a weekling workout. Not weekling, but a week workout. What did I do? Went and ran 3 miles and did some push-ups, pull-ups, core stuff for about, I don't know. I say 45 minutes, but really it was like 20 minutes. I was pretty lazy. So, but it's Friday. I always go a little light on Fridays. Plus, I was like, hey, today I can get started a little earlier. I got up early. I got a decent amount of sleep because I went to bed early because I was so tired yesterday. That's pretty much why I didn't stream last night. I worked for a little while, but I just got too tired and I just said, screw it, I'm going to bed. So that's why I didn't end up streaming last night. My 6.5 mile run plus pickleball apparently took all my energy out of me. I actually played some singles with some guy that was at the park, and my wife and I went up and we played some doubles and we played together. And then she was ready to take a break, and this guy was still there, and he wanted to play singles. So I said, all right, let's play a game of singles. And we played one game, but it took a long time because we were stuck on, like, he was ahead of me 6-4 for like 10 points. We just kept going back and forth trading serve. And then I caught up. I think I got it to 6-6, and then he got it to 7-6, and then 8-6, and then I got to 8-7. He got to 9-7, and it only goes to 11. So I thought at 9-7 I was toast, but things kind of went my way at that point, and I ended up beating him 11-9. But it was good. Guy was very accurate with his shots and quick enough. I was getting to a lot of balls because he was super accurate, and I was like running him down and trying to get him back in play. And sometimes I'd get a win out of it. Sometimes I would just get stomped in a different direction. But ultimately, I was still. I just crashed at the end of the day. It got to that point where I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to bed. I got up way too early yesterday too. I mean, I only got like 6 hours sleep, if that, and got up early and went and ran, and yeah, the whole day kind of got behind me. But it's Friday now. I'm ready to enjoy me a day. But I got rehearsal tonight and some coding during the day here. So let's get some things done. So the goal here is to start testing my latest incarnation of this app. You see, I got this bug. Things crashed. Now the question is what? Now I think the problem is when I went and looked at this data point, it's not getting the formation ID. So whatever's happening is failing to load the formation ID. Now we do have formation IDs that I know, but somehow when they're being selected, it's not being put in into my formation or into my play object, or it's not being stored in a way that I can utilize it. So when we come back to the play editor, we should have a formation ID here somewhere. And the question is, where? Because when we go to save play, it's not in the. Now there could be any number of reasons. It could be an ID problem. Prepare the play data. Include ID if editing an existing play. One for offense, two for defense. So make sure to use the correct ID field. Let's put a break here. Now, is this the save? This is the handle save play, yeah. Because whatever's coming in here is not the right thing. I don't remember if it's formation underscore ID. I feel like it's not. Maybe that's my problem. So we're going to find out here in a minute. I feel like it's just ID. I've gotten rid of the underscore ID in some places because it was causing me consternation. So let's see what we got here. All right, so here's selected. See, it's just ID, not underscore ID. All right, let's try that. I already know it's going to error, but that's okay. I'm going to go back here. Handle save play. Action, 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 action. Where's the ID? Oh, there it is. So we're going to take this out. I think it's just ID. Try it again. There we go. So now we should have a value. Did it save? I don't think it's saved. I think my page broke. That's what I think happened. Image has either with finish rendering. Could not read source map. See, normally when you say save, it's supposed to pop up and say, "Hey, play saved." So it could be that I did something that made it lost track of itself. So I got to go in here and click again. I think there was still fields missing too, by the way. I'm not sure what they were, but I feel like there was stuff missing. So we have a run. So exchange is only available on a run. Where's block? Yeah, see, block's not on here. Earlier I was only getting block in the move actions. Now I'm not getting any move actions or block. So it's like those are the guys being excluded now, even though now it's currently working. So you know, it could be that the fallback I thought of earlier was not a fallback. It was the actual let's also allow any. And when I was doing the checking, I said, "Oh, I don't need this fallback. It's always trying to do a fallback." But any is an all, and maybe that's the problem I did here. I probably need to put those back. Handle action select route actions map position group document query selection. So yeah, we got position group. And then action, base play type includes base play type or position group. And what did it say? Or, whoops. Nope. Or any. Let's see if that fixes that problem. Oh, now we got some block stuff on here. Still not all. Because on a run, we should have block as an option. We got bump exchange. These guys got block right, block left, block center. Cut block. Side. Yeah, why is my block not showing up? Let's go look at my source data here real quick so I know it's get a reference to what I'm looking for here. So we got seed playbook from route action seed. So we got block right, block left. Those guys are just O for offensive line. But we do have regular block. Source, just block. Here we go. Nope. Block center. Cut. Exchange. Pass. Run. Slide. Exchange. Pass. Rush. That's defensive stuff. Blitz. Block. Oh, here we go. Block. Any. See? Position group. Any. Base play type. Run. Pass. Special. So that should actually be available on any of them. Run, pass, or special, and should be available. Any. So, position group any. What am I missing here? Or any includes position group split, includes whatever the position group is, or any. Base play type includes. Let's put a break over here and see what we're getting. Let's see, selected route action ref. That's the selected route action ref. I don't think I need. This is route action types map position group. Selected position. Yeah, this is the route action types. So do I need to put the or any up here too? Casing determined how was data position. Yeah, see, I can't put an or any here. It's the position group, and then that's or any, but that should be enough to get the whole thing. Well, let's see what we got here. So yeah, let's see. Let's click on this guy. Oh, we're not loading it anymore. Oh, why not? Oh, I didn't break it. Alright, so what we've got here is position group, which is O, which is that right? Maybe, what did I click on? Wait, position, what do you mean undefined? As in there wasn't one? Oh, it still says, oh. Huh. It's weird how it says undefined, position group undefined, but yet I got a value. Am I running? Going through all the position groups trying to decide if they match, but my position group is O, obviously. So I must have clicked. I don't have that many. What the heck? Sheesh. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I see what happened. It drew a route. that was not what I intended. Now it's W. Now I should get a block on here. So the question is, what action play type does it think we're running here? Run or pass? So it's run. Yes. Base action base play type is run or pass, and my play type is a run. So we should be passing that. And then we go F10. And then we're down here. Oh, no, I guess I can't break here. Nope. All right. So WRT. So my position group is W. So we looked at W, R, and T, but we do get one of them, but it's supposed to be or any, and I don't understand why the any's are not getting here. Can I, let's do this. I think there's a way to do some conditions on here. Let's go, oops, nope, close, go away. I want to see. Well, we know it's WRT, but sometimes it's not. So let's go ahead and say action.position group split includes the condition I'm looking for. See, we're iterating through all of our actions. Action, how about action equals block? So action name is block. Okay, let's do that. Because it should be allowing any, and I don't understand why it's not. Conditions. Action.name equals block. Is it lowercase? Nope, uppercase. Okay. All right. So it must have broke on the condition. So the action is block, base play type run past special. So it's getting past the run condition. It's getting past the pass condition. But what we aren't getting past is the any condition. Position group any. So why are we not getting past this? W or any? Yep. All right, let's ask AI. What am I doing? What is going on? Maybe it's not, it's just not recognizing it because I have to like recompile to add that. Also, I didn't add. Nope, I guess that's not going to be the problem. I do know codularly speaking, I might be missing a semicolon here. Because most of my codular lines have semicolons on the end. See, like that. I wonder if that's the issue. Let's well, no, they didn't put one on that part though. I mean, I guess I can try. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what AI says. AI's got something going on. We're obviously not getting the block, so let's see here. Something went wrong. We're sorry. The GitHub Copilot service is temporarily. What? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? So it's actually their problem? My code. What? Is that the case on both of these guys? Play editor, loading up action types. For some reason, it's not allowing any position group to be put in the list. I put or any on the list, but let's actually bring it, make it easy. We know the problem's right here. Docker's not running. To get help with Docker files, start rocking. That's true. I'm gonna have to start deploying stuff here soon. Oh, yeah, I got 207 change files. This whole thing has been a significant. Every time I get to that high number, I'm like, eek. I really need to check in my stuff. A lot of that is Unity. I haven't even checked in any of that Unity code yet that I was working on. How is your comparison logic when checking for position group? Here are the current. There are two issues here. You're checking if the file group list includes, which means the position group is not null undefined. Check for that. Otherwise, check for any. JavaScript string comparisons are case sensitive, so any is not the same as any. Yeah, so I type it is any capital, which is fine. Here's the fix, action type. Check if either the action position group includes the current position group or the actions position group includes any. So the or any is a fallback for null or undefined, which is not correct. It's recommending using variables to define if it's okay. So they're using the same logic for the base play type. So we got action.base play type split includes play type string. So they basically turned this into a single line, which I don't care, whatever. It's probably too many lines to begin with anyway. And this is one of those things that it's pretty common for my Prettier or React or whatever it is in Visual Studio will change this back. It'll go, no. Match position group. Position group and position group includes. So they're basically checking, they're doing a test here. Where they're doing some pre-testing. Check if either the actions position group includes the current position group or the actions position group includes any. Well, you know, if it works, it works. And it's descriptive, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, only, it's funny how it doesn't fix here. Though there is supposed to be a Prettier option, but Prettier doesn't work. I don't know why. I can't get Prettier to do its thing. Is it? Nope, that just opens up that. What is it? Nope, that doesn't. I don't even know what the heck that did. Broke everything. What? How do I trigger my any, man? Or my Prettier? Ugh, I don't know. I can't get it to fire. What is the hot key again for forcing Prettier to format code? I always forget. I thought it was Windows Shift F. Alt Shift F. Alt Shift F? Oh, that's not working. Oh, wait a minute. No, it should work here. Why isn't that working? Maybe that's the problem. My Prettier's not functioning. I have it down here. It says it's working, or it says it's existing. But it's not putting anything. It's not doing anything. Huh. Alternatively, you can set prettier as your default formatted. Control Shift P, format with. Alright, let's try that. Control Shift P, which is done. Format with. I would say format with. Format document with. Format document with. Prettier. Well, that worked. It's kind of annoying because that's going to be no fun to do. Constantly having to change that. See, look, it did it. It wrapped my stuff back around. Whatever. So I got too many, something's going on here. Wait, did I somehow keep? I did, I kept too many of these. So it's Alt-Shift-F, but apparently my other formatters are causing me problems. JavaScript formatter. Do I even need a JavaScript formatter? I don't even have a JavaScript. Why do I have JavaScript formatter on here? What is the other thing? Format document with prettier ESLint. Configure default formatter. Alright, yeah. Hopefully that works in the future. Let's do something like, let's do something simple, like we'll just push this out of the way and then go. Oh, good, that fixed it. Honestly, I have other formatters. I should have a Go formatter, which doesn't work either. It's like none of these formats, but Go kind of formats itself when you hit save, so, or maybe that's the Go formatter triggering, I don't know. But that said, let's save this puppy and see if I can get this to work correctly. Oh, look. It is working correctly. Got my blocks, cuts, my move, lineup. Now, the only ones I don't want, I don't really want move and lineup because they're auto clicks. They just happen as a default. So you're not really ever going to put a move or a lineup in there. So I really kind of need to take those out. And so we can actually say, is it base play type? I think it's base play type. That's just saying includes play type. Oh, that's run or pass. No, that's not a thing. So what we need to say is the name is not move or lineup. Action.name. Holy cow, did it just hear me say that? How did it know I was... Wow. Are you listening to me? How did it know? How did it know I was gonna do that? It's like I just said I don't want move or lineup, and it just put it in there. Okay, the IntelliSense and sensed what I can say. I don't. Sometimes I wonder, is it actually using my mic? It doesn't want to admit it, but I wonder. that was kind of creepy. It's like, what did I do to hint that I didn't want those? Action name. Maybe it deduced that those aren't needed? That's kind of crazy talk, man. It did kind of do that wrong, though, but still. Huh. Okay. That was weird. Okay, so, well, did it clear it out? Take them out? Let's click on something else here. No, moving lineup are still showing up, though, so it's not working. It didn't. Oh, wait, let's try saving it. Oh, wait a minute. Lineup and not equal to move. Error, expression expected. Well, isn't that what this is? If blah, 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 blah. And, oh, maybe I need to put this in here. Let's try that. All right, I think we got it. All right, no lineup and no move. Okay. But we got all of our blocks now. We got our bumps. We got our exchange. All right, our list is complete. We are now ready for doing everything that this thing is supposed to be able to do, I hope. Okay, so this guy, we need to reset that. Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay, I gotta be careful. I gotta reset, but I don't, when I reset, I don't want to remove lineup. Dang it. That's a little bit too much. Lineup's gotta stay. So where's the reset? I know where the reset button is, which is right somewhere. From handle, information layout, remove, handle action, click selected action, on change. I need some sound. You know, it feels soundless. Things are kind of quiet today. Let's go turn on some YouTube background stuff. Set Microsoft Bing. No. I use Google for my search. Stop putting Bing on my thing. I'm getting distracted by game news. Elden Ring, Night Raid. I've never played Elden Ring. My son says it's really good. People say it's really good, but I've also heard it's really hard, and it's kind of a first-person shooter-ish kind of game, and I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I'm not big on first-person shooters. Like I said, the old fight, die, and repeat kind of thing can get kind of old. Besides, I don't have any money to buy it, so there's that. Elon Musk is billions of dollars richer. Ooh, no. Everybody's going to hate him. Tesla's stock skyrockets. Well, people must have forgiven him and said, you know what? Enough car burning. Let's just buy one. It's not working. Burning the cars ain't doing anything. who did Broncos pick? Oh, I gotta go see who they pick. It is going on when the Broncos pick. Many Broncos country probably felt like Tyler Columbus. We took a corner. What happened to Riley Moss being worthy of being a #1 corner one day? We could have taken 4 positions that I could have made sense of. In no world does a corner make sense. But after looking up Barron's resume, you might have felt more like former Broncos cornerback linchpin to the no-fly zone Chris Harris Jr. I like Barron, good pick. So people like looking him up going, oh, he's actually pretty good. And given that the Broncos are going to be dealing with one of the best tight ends and running backs in the league on the Raiders, plus all-pro quarterbacks all over the AFC, a tackling machine and ball hawk is just the answer. You can never have enough CBs. Loving the Barron pick. So they picked a CB. I like the idea of Denver's defense actually being, good against the pass again. Honestly, I mean, it makes me nervous when they keep giving up plays when you've kind of got the game under control and something happens and they give up something big and you're like, oh, God. And honestly, they've got a couple of decent CBs, but you need to have a good contingent, at least 2 top tier CDs. The guy's a first round pick, so who do they need? People say Denver needed a running back. Everybody was hoping Denver would take a running back. Hey, I'm developing a football game, so you're going to have to deal with my football opinions. I would have liked them to take a running back, but anyone worried about the fact the Broncos didn't take a running back, arguably the biggest hole, Peyton believes the depth of the position gave the Broncos the chance to get the best overall on the board. And in fact, many were predicting Barron to already have been off the board by 20. So they got a guy who shouldn't have been available. But knowing how much Peyton likes his intelligent and versatile players, the Barron pick isn't that much of a shock. He's a dude that, by the sounds of it, he's not only a good coverage guy, he's also a tackler. He knows how to get the guys down, which is good because sometimes having a really good pass defender is awesome. But if things don't go your way, you don't pull him down, that's almost as bad, right? But still. Personally, I freaking love the Jeremy pick. Never thought he would make it to 20 home run selection. So people are thrilled. Dude looks like he's like 15 though, huh? Looking at this, I mean, he's out of college, so that's what, 22 at least, but he looks like he's like 15. So hopefully he's our next Champ Bailey. We didn't get Champ Bailey as a rookie, but Champ Bailey was an all-pro and many, many great years being one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Let's see what time Denver's going to make their next choice. It's pretty far apart. They get like 3 minutes a round, right? I think it's like 3 minutes to pick, so it's like 90 minutes per round. And I don't think they use snake draft. They just keep going back to being. Now it's time for a second and third round pick, which will kick off at 5 p.m. Oh, okay, so get your beer and snacks ready early because the picks start popping. With 7 minutes allotted for 7 minutes. Oh wow. Denver picking at 51. The Broncos could be putting their selection on the board around 7 p.m. if they do not trade up or back. But that's a big question mark. After somewhat surprising choice, Broncos country has to be wondering. It's a deep class, and Sean Payton and Patton have always hinted that good value could be gained in the second and third rounds for running backs. Given the Ohio State running backs Trayvon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins are still on the board, I would not be surprised to see Denver trade up to get one. With the 85th pick for Denver coming in the third round, where teams have 5 minutes per selection, the Broncos could be selecting sometime around 9:30 p.m. So around 7 and 9:30. I'm gonna miss the 7. I mean, I'll probably miss the 9 too. I mean, to be honest, I only kind of watch this in post, but. Hey, Is that? Oh no, that's the comedian guy. I was thinking that was Tyrion. What's his? Um, that's the comedian. What's his name? I don't know. I don't even know his name. He's I don't know. How do you look up the guy? It's like, is it insulting? Hey, did you know this guy's name? I didn't know he was a Broncos fan. That's pretty cool. He's at the draft. He's wearing a Broncos jersey. This guy's a comedian. He's a dwarf. I guess that's what you call. I mean, I don't want to be insulting. I don't know what the right word for calling what they are though. This guy. He's a comedian. You see on TikTok all the time. Well, little clips of his stuff. He's pretty funny. I didn't know he was a Broncos fan though. But you can see his face right there. There it is. That's all right, man. I've only been on for, well, I've been on for 45 minutes, I guess. That's actually longer than I thought. You had to go to the stream store. Why did you have to go to the stream store? Is there something good that you just had to get? Dang it, I want to know his name. Fluffy? Is that Fluffy? Is that his name? No. That's the comedian dude, that short dwarf comedian guy I see on TikTok all the time, but I don't know his name. And I mean, I guess it could be his name, but... Let's see. All right, I don't know. Don't please nobody get mad at me for using the word dwarf. I don't know what you call. I mean, it's obviously not going to be midget, but comedian. Oh, I don't know his name. Oh, there he is. That's the guy. What's his name? Brad Williams. He's pretty funny. I've watched some of his little his clips on TikTok. He's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure that's him, right? That's the guy in the video, right? I think so. It's hard to tell because it's such a quick clip. Yeah, that's him. Brad Williams. Huh. Cool. It's always cool to see famous people who are Bronco fans. There's actually quite a few of them. Broncos are, the Broncos are awesome. I mean, why wouldn't you be a Broncos fan, right? I mean, if you're not a Broncos fan, you're not a true fan of football anyway. So, what is that? Is that Fluffy? Is that a Steam store game? What is that? So you had to go to the Steam store. What was it in the Steam store you had to be there for? Sorry, I was for your stream, but had to go to Stream store. Stream store. I thought you said Steam store. I thought you said Steam store. What's that? Is there a Stream store? What's a Stream store? Oh, you had to go to the store. And you just type stream twice. Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm slow this morning, I guess. So there's nothing on the Steam store. I mean, there is probably, but there's nothing to do with that. All right. Let's see if I can get my thing working here. I'm back. I'm back to do what I know what I was going to do. I was going to turn on some background music because it's so quiet. I got distracted by football news. Let's see here. We'll go. This guy's pretty good for football stuff. He's kind of fun. He talks really fast. Who was the number one pick? I know Denver took a cornerback. I've never heard of him, but apparently he's pretty good. Brad something. But this guy's pretty interesting. You want to watch a guy who's kind of entertaining while he talks about football. He does a lot of shorts, and they're kind of comedic, but he also has some longer stuff. He'll talk about, his feelings. And a lot of these are just clips of what he's doing on his long form stuff. But he's actually pretty impressive. I like him. So I actually subscribed. Anyway, what's his name? I don't even know. Bench Warmer Brand. Bench Warmer Brand. That's a weird name. Benchwarm. Why Bran? Is that his name, Bran? Like, Stark? Bran Stark? Dude, you gotta find something you love. Find a niche, and then decide what those games that already exist are doing wrong, or that you want to see in those games. Maybe they're not doing anything wrong, but there's something that what is it? What is it you're looking for? Do you want to do it for a phone? Yeah, I know you've been doing a lot of phone apps lately, so you should try to pick a. Adventure games are, if you're thinking adventure game, role playing game, fantasy game, be careful because there are so many out there. So unless you're going to do something that is really unique and cool, it might not be worth the effort because there's so much out there. It's going to be hard to stand out. So unless you're doing something that's completely off the board. A PC game. There's a lot of those out there too. But that one's tough. People are dropping games all the time. And you got to decide what kind of effort you're going to put into those games. It's real easy to drop a game. I mean, there's a lot of people dropping games on Steam. And a lot of them are just like, eh. But there are actually some pretty good PC games that have been developed by single developers. I'm hoping to be one. But I don't know. I got a long way to go. Even at the hyper speed that I think AI is allowing me to develop this in, I think I'm getting a ton done. I don't spend as much time trying to discover, figure out how to write stuff because AI is helping me through that stuff. Like a 4-year game might get done in 2 years. Maybe I don't know. I'm not going to get this done in a year. It's too much graphic stuff that I got to play with and I don't know enough about. But 18 months might be good for a beta. I don't know. But that's still way ahead of what the normal turnaround time for a good game. If you want a small game, you got to think of something. You got to come up with. There's a lot of good small games, quick games like there's like a Tetris sort of game. It's called Wooduko. I'm not saying make a game like that, but I'm saying that game's probably not terribly complex, but it's done pretty well. I only play the classic. I don't like their little, I don't know, progress board thing. It's kind of lame, but I like Wooduko. But that's what it is. You got to kind of look at all the different. I think if you can think of all the different games, go look at just the simple games on the Android store or Apple store, and kind of start letting your mind think small. Don't look at the RPGs, the fantasy games, the sports games. They're all pretty complex. But a good type of game might be to take one of those complex games and see if you can conceive of a simpler version. I think there's a lot of good ideas in coming up with concise games. I love to do that. I love to try to take a game and go, all right, like right now, I'm trying to give a full-featured, little bit of everything football game, and that's great, and that's the thing I'm going for. But also, I like the idea of going, what are the core components of a game that make it successful? Sometimes it's the graphics. Sometimes graphics will never make a game successful. They might get you started because people are like, ooh, that's a really cool looking game. But once they start playing it, it may not take off. But graphics can get people's attention. ultimately the game has to be good. So you got to try to think, what are the core components that make a game good? And then maybe, can I turn this core component into something like a lot of the football games I've been looking at online, you know, things that I was like just trying to find a good football game. A lot of them take the tact of, let's just do little things. And for me, that's not satisfying. They're boring. It's kind of I got to run 3 plays. I got to run this play. I got to do that. And what's the objective here? But for me, the core component of a football game, if somebody was going to do a simple game, they got to give you a game. Okay, so first and foremost, they got to let you play a game. To me, for that to work, the little drills and junk like that, that's not for me. I don't care. They got to let you play a game. They should let you save the game because it might take a while. Kind of like, think of it like chess. And I'm just using football because it's the one that's in my head right now. So it could be anything. Find the thing, that a game that you like a lot, and boil it down to the thing that makes the game good to you, and see if you can make a game that's simple, that's just that piece. Just the one little, maybe you don't have the whole storyline built up and all the little extras, but you're gonna create these little puzzles. Maybe like if you're building a tactics game, you might just say, okay, have it build out certain little what do you call it, tactic screens, and just say, okay, maybe you come up with a way to randomly put guys on the board and say, this is the objective, and that's the tactics. You're trying to solve the puzzle, kind of like a mini chess game. But I'm thinking, like, for a sports game, you could do something like, make it just a simple game of chess or something. Like, you call a play, and then you, I don't know. My brain goes too complex. Football's probably way too complex. But ultimately, the idea is that you just want to be able to run a play and get a result. So maybe you don't have graphics, maybe you don't have anything, but you can decide your play and have a result come out as a result of that play. And maybe you do some problem solving. Maybe every play's got a solution, to get the maximum out of it. But you still want to win the game, so you're trying to progress down the field. Once you get better, you can start solving them. Like, maybe there's a number of factors you can introduce into the game. Like, you might get a certain amount of actions to say, okay, this guy is going to be my target. This guy's gonna block. You set up how everybody's going to behave, and then you have the game tell you how a result is. I don't know, just coming up with ways, and then you could save the game. There's not a lot of football games out there that let you save a game in mid-progress. I don't know why. Maybe because they don't want to save the logic, the memory of where you are. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. But a lot of games, especially on Android, they don't let you save a game in progress. If you exit the game, you start over next time. But I don't know. I just think coming up with the things that are the heart of a game, and then just using that piece and trying to turn it into like a simple, fast game for somebody. I'm like you. I'm pretty much Claude. I'm still doing Claude 3.7. I haven't found one that I like more. ChatGPT, I use it sometimes. For modding the 3D? Oh, you're talking about the tools out there. I'll tell you, everything keeps telling me to use Blender, and I hate Blender, so I can't really, I don't know that there's anything better. I don't know enough about it. Like, I've only spent, 3 or 4 days in my modeling. But if you're talking about one that can create your 3D model for you, like take a 2D model and then use Trippo. I will definitely recommend Trippo. Over the other two that I've tried are Rodin and Maximo, or Miximo. They're, yeah, but Trippo is great as far as taking a 2D model and turning it into a 3D model. Yeah. The only thing is, in fact, if it's humanoid at all, it's actually pretty good at even giving it some basic, what do you call it, animations. Like walking, jumping, running, that kind of thing. It's pretty good at those. If it's a humanoid and doesn't have too much other junk going on, it does a pretty good job. But no, triple is by far the best for creating it. Just got to make sure you get yourself a good 2D view with no background. The less background you have, the better. So you may have to clean it off yourself if it's got parts that are attached. So like it looks like it's part of the model. You got to take that stuff off yourself. Like you'd erase it with an AI, with a tool of some kind that lets you erase. Um, but then give it to a, like I actually put together a workspace that uses my image tools workspace. And you see I have all these triple ones open because I've been using triple a lot. I don't need all these triples. I don't know why some of these blapped out on me, but so these are all my models so far that I've run through triple, and it creates them pretty good. Mixamo I have doesn't work great. I don't recommend it. It's really kind of lame at creating your 3D models. But I do use this background. Is it this one? Remove BG. I don't know if it was that one. One of these is really good at removing your backgrounds. It could be this one that did a really good job. I had a bunch of stuff on it, and I did the remove image background, and it just wipes it off. It's instantaneous. If it's I can't remember which one it was. Actually, it might be this one, Removal AI, that took the background off. You know, I haven't tried to remove a background of an image that didn't have me pre-remove stuff. What the heck is all that? Oh, I haven't. I have to connect my. I don't know why that's wigging out like that. Oh, anyway. I'm going to try putting one in here that I haven't pre-removed anything yet. Let's see what happens. I am curious if this works. Let's go with, let's see. Let's try my orc. Now this one you think would be pretty good. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice removal. So this one does a pretty good job of removing backgrounds. And I think that's the orcs. Do I have orcs? Maybe it's not orcs. It could be is it supposed to be orcs, or is that one of my alpha pigs? No, that's got to be the orcs. Kind of looks like a boar though, but I think he's an orc. Pretty sure I have orcs. All right, you got me going here. I'm gonna go make a. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna run this through Tripo. So I'm gonna go to Tripo. And we're gonna go home. And we're gonna single image. Drop my orcs, no background on there. Generate. I only have 315 credits left. I'm running out of credits. I have to pay money. Enjoy higher speeds. Well, you know, I'm okay with slow. When you're poor, you take what you can get. So, although I don't consider myself poor because I have access to money, but I don't know how long that'll last. There may be a day when I have to change that statement, but for now, we're good. A zombie. Dude, you said a simple game. You're not gonna a first-person shooter zombie game. That might change your. That's not a simple game, my friend. I thought when you said simple, you meant like a game you could get done in a month or so, maybe even a few months with help of AI, anyway. But if you're talking about a first-person shooter zombie game, you're probably not looking at a month or two. You're looking at, I don't know, even if it's the most basic game in the world, it's probably not going to be less than 6 months to a year. And that would have to be, I got 3 guys on the field. Bam, bam, bam. Hey, game over. I don't know how much, get much more complex than that. You're not looking at, there's my 3D model. Dude, check them out. I got the orcs now. Woohoo. Looks pretty good, man. Look at that. I'm just always impressed by how good AI is at creating the parts you can't see on a 2D model. It's always, yeah, no, not a month. I would definitely be impressed if you're able to get a 3D model first-person shooter done in a month. I don't know what I did. I feel like my thumb hurts, like I stabbed my thumb with something. I'm rigging up my orc. Oh, he is an alpha pig. That's the alpha pigs. Oh, okay, never mind. He's an alpha pig. Which one do you like better, that alpha pig or this alpha pig? Oh, that guy looks pretty cool too. I don't know if it would be able to do this one. First, I'd have to figure out how to remove this helmet, because that's a problem. And then there's this alpha pig, who also needs to have the football removed. But I don't know if this would work. This dude is buff, man. That is one buff pig. He's a pork cake. You know, like a beef cake, except he's a pig, so he's a pork cake. I know. That's a good one, right? Yeah. Come on. Come on. You know that was good. Let's see who else I got here. So there's this crab bat, and then there's this crab bat. So this crab bat would probably be easier on the game to figure out how to model him, because I noticed it has a lot of trouble with these games have a lot of trouble with wings, or Trippo has a lot of trouble with wings. That's a cutesy one. This guy's cool though. I like him. It might be able to do a 3D render on him, but is it still rigging? Oh, there it goes. All right, now he's rigged. All right, let's see what a running version of him looks like. Let's see how well it rigged him. His arms are so thick and fat. I wonder if it found his elbows. I don't know if it found his elbows. It's funny though, when this thing does walking, it pushes the elbows into his body, and then these guys are like doing this kind of thing. Their hands are out, and they walk like their hands are like their elbows are stuck to their sides. So it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, check him out, man. He looks like he's gonna run you down. It's kind of weird though. It's having look how weird it renders the gear here. It kind of moves funny, but it's still pretty cool. So it treats everything on him like it's part of him. It doesn't know how to separate his gear, which is probably it's probably a normal thing for that problem. See, probably if you want your gear to look natural, you got to put gear over the top. And that's, you have to create a separate mesh that sits on the guy so that it looks normal when he's walking. I don't know. That's my guess, because there's obviously a little issue here, the way that looks. But if it was tiny, I don't think anybody would notice, but it's still cool. He does look like he's going to run you down, though. Let's see what the walking looks like. It did turn his wrist sideways, too. That's cool, because his wrists have a kind of an upward motion on him. He's got it. This guy is really coming in for the takedown. Call this one Alpha Pig. Oops, what did I save that as? A GLB? Alpha Pig running. That said, I should probably... Oh, he's walking. Oh, look, his arms actually look pretty normal. Kind of gets weird going behind his body there, but still. Yeah, his arms look pretty good there. The FBX is what Unity likes. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize. Look, it toinked his feet. What the heck? Look at his feet. They're like, his toes are bent straight up. Why are his toes bent straight up like that? What the heck? I wonder, huh? Yeah, kind of really messed up his feet. I didn't realize it messed his feet up here too. Look at his feet are kind of like curled. How come they? Is that something to do with the way it put in his? It did his toes. I didn't even realize his feet are all cranky. His feet aren't bent here. I mean, they look good standing. So yeah, it must be the way they rigged him up. They put toes on him and they got all, his toes got all bent up. I wonder what idle looks like. Idle's kind of nice because it like lets them look like they're animated. They're not just frozen in time. I mean, assuming it works. Really, all you want is this, and then he just kind of want his arms to move, or just kind of like little flexes where he's not doing anything. Idle should be pretty minimal. I don't understand why his toes got all bent up when they did the run and walk though. Honestly, I'd like to. Hey, Sid Kong. How you doing, man? Thanks. Well, it's cool. Trippo's really good. Trippo's probably the best one for creating 3D models. I think, out of 2D images. There might be others. I've only tried 3 of them. So when I say the best one, I'm talking about Mixamo, Rodin, and Trippo. Because Trippo just is amazing. While the image I generated on ChatGPT 4, so yes. And then I cleared out the background using Removal AI, which took the background off of it. And then Tripo turned the 2D image into the 3D image you're looking at. And then it also adds rigging. Oh, it doesn't get the rigging great. I don't know why it's bending his feet all the heck. I don't know what the heck. Why they bend it? Why it bends his feet up? But the thing is, it's got rigging. So what I could do is take this guy into like Blender, and I can expose the rigging, and I can change the way his feet are positioned. So I could theoretically fix this and already have a good start to creating it. So it's not necessarily the worst. I'm not a huge... This is his idle thing. At least he looks alive versus just standing there. But his toes, definitely need to figure out how to fix those feet. I don't know why it's wrapping his feet up. But it does look good running, because you can't really tell, but his feet are also kind of bent up there too. But yeah, Tripo does a pretty good job. So the image I've been putting into Unity for my... Oh yeah, AI makes things so much more efficient, because creating 3D models sucks. it's really, it's really, it's a lot of work, and I am impressed by people who are willing to and do it, because doing the 3D meshes, just putting the meshes on these guys is a pain. So if you can get a good 3D model, that's a good chunk of the work right there. Now, I don't know the animations. Creating animations is a whole nother problem, right? Because if your guys aren't... Humanoid animations should be pretty easy, I would think, but I don't know, apparently not. Because I consider this guy humanoid, even though he's kind of a dwarfy looking guy, because I kind of set him all up as chibi style. But like, I could show you some of the other guys I've done. Some of my... This is the guy... this is the guy I'm currently using in my Unity getting started stuff. Is this one. And he came out really good too. And I'm just using him to get all my code set up. Yeah, and he's see, his running looks pretty good. He's just all around pretty cool. Yeah, thanks. So they did a good job with him. Except I was complaining that his walking state, they squish his elbows into his sides. So when he's standing doing idle or walking, he's kind of got this thing where his elbows are like stuck to his sides. I was like, why does he gotta have his arms so close to his body like that? It looked kind of weird. And then his hands are pointing straight up. His fingers are kind of weird, but I think that's the art, not the animation that's causing that. And he's really upright. You know, I kind of expect him to be kind of down in his natural standing position. You know, this to me is like, I expect him to be kind of like this and walking. Just kind of... That's how he should be, you know, like he's stalking kind of. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't necessarily get the animations perfect. But it does pretty good with the modeling, and which is, like I said, half the battle. That guy is probably the best one as far as how good it came out with the basic stuff. It does a great job with the models, though. Like, this guy is one of my favorite characters. He just looks really cool, but the rigging is terrible. It doesn't know what to do with him. The wings are a problem. It doesn't know how to deal with wings, but it did a good job of creating the model itself. So if I could set up the animations or the rigging myself, that wouldn't be so bad. And I say I do that, but I don't know when. I have this one too. The bug. These are the roaches. And I think this one did okay with the rigging. There's something weird, I think. There was something weird about him. I can't remember what. Oh, no, I guess he's not too bad. See how his leg looks disconnected? It doesn't know what to do with the running legs. Oh, I know what the problem is with that. That's the wrong image. It doesn't... let's try... I think it's this one. This one's a little better. See, the legs are attached. So when you run, he actually looks a little better. So the legs are like on him. So that's better. They don't float around as much. So as long as it's able to figure out how to attach all of his limbs, you don't have floaty parts. Because like what I was having issues like with this guy, again, model looks awesome. Does a great job, but you can see his wings aren't attached. So it didn't, it has a problem with those. Because if the wings aren't attached, it breaks. So I don't know why sometimes it can't figure out that the parts are all supposed to be attached. And I don't know that I ever did a retry with this guy. Costs 50 to retry, and I'm running out of tokens, so I've been kind of just doing first time runs. Yeah, it probably would, but you know, at some point you don't have a choice, right? Because this piece, this is what the image looks like, right? It's a 2D image that looks like this or whatever. And so it has to figure it out. And unless you can come up with something that's able to know what is attached back there, it's always going to be a guess, no matter what. So if you want to get that attached, you're basically going to have to go into the model, turn him, and take those wings and somehow move them on and attach them. So yeah, it'd be tedious. But the question is that more tedious than drawing the image and doing your own meshes and your own 3D objects? I don't think so. I think the amount of time you spend putting the wing to attach to him is probably not as hard as doing all the other stuff. So, you know, working with 3D images is a time-consuming pain in the rear. So if you can save any time, adding the meshes to an object just to turn them into a 3D is... Oh, God. I was messing with Blender trying to do that, and it was just not fun. Finding this tool was a godsend, literally. Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking, I'm not 100% sure. What I might do is either create different images for some of these guys, or I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to toss the plan of creating different characters for every mascot. I thought it would be cool, but it might be more work and time than I want to spend on this, and I don't know that anybody's going to be that interested in it that way. I haven't, you know, Nintendo thinks I should just do it and just say, hey, you know, do what you want to do. But it's a time effort, and I feel like if nobody's going to be that interested in the game being played with characters like this, then I might as well just do it like regular humans, because it's a football game, right? And it's going to be played with football rules, no superpowers, no flying, nothing like that, except for animations. I'm going to create some animations that might take advantage of their shape and size for special events like scores and stuff. But beyond that, I don't know that it's worth the effort if it's not something that appeals to the people who are going to be playing it. And it might not even be worth the effort anyway. So I'm still deciding. So I'm going to build the game with one dude or two dudes at tops. And then when I'm ready, I'll start creating new guys and putting them in the game. But so I've been kind of slowly but surely creating the models and seeing what I can get functioning, and then I'll move forward into other rounds. It's going to take a long time. I have 32 of them to complete, so it's a lot of effort. So we'll see. And all of this was before I was going to go to copyright-free music, background music, and just turn something on so I have some kind of music. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I just started messing with Unity last Friday, a week ago, and I haven't worked on it in the last few days because I'm trying to get my play editor working so that I can finish creating plays. Because what I really need right now is to start getting my back-end engine functioning so that I can pull data into the front end and start, you know, interacting with the UI. Because now that I've got a guy on the field in Unity, now I need to start working on the code to attach code to him so that he moves and renders, his actions based on the code that's attached to him. Whatever. It's just something. The whole point was to get sound on. So my current issue is trying to get my saves to work correctly, and I'm changing it so that I can save my image of my field. And then when I noticed that when I go to reset, oh, that's going to be a problem. I mean, oops. Nope, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's interesting. Guess I never thought of that. I'm going to have to fix that. Why is that? Oh, why is that not going forward? Oh, jeez. Oh, I see what the problem is. I got, so when I click on a position, it switches to that position. So I can't really, I got to be really careful about where I'm clicking, or it's not going to. I'm going to keep switching positions. So like here, I click twice on the same spot, and it puts it in again. I got to keep it from doing that. If I don't want that. Yeah, I got a couple things I got to fix on this still. Also, I need to. All right, let's do this. Let's go to my AI pal here. I don't know why this one's not working right. I don't know why it's not. This guy doesn't want to work. It's all right. I can use this one. Maybe it worked last time I clicked. Workspace. Two more fixes needed. One, when I click reset, a lineup action. First item needs to remain as it is always the first. 2. If the previous entry in the list matches the new entry, let's just say this. I don't want to allow duplicate entries. Alright, how about subsequent? Allow subsequent duplicate entries. I.e., click on the same location twice and finish. Second duplicate click should be ignored. Last entry. All right, so basically I'm trying to get it to stop uh, allowing this duplication. If I hit the same spot twice or 3 times or whatever, it keeps putting it in. Shouldn't do that. And second, I want to also have it be so that when I do reset, it doesn't totally wipe everything out. It should just go down to the lineup, because the lineup is always the first item. So there shouldn't be a need to get rid of both actions there. So first, we're going to go fix my handle reset routes. Handle save, handle load, handle route, filter, handle unit click, handle reset routes. There it is. All right, let's see what he's doing. Find the formation coordinates and lineup action for this position. Only keep the lineup action with its coordinates. If no formation coordinates are found, delete the route entirely. See, that's a problem. That should never be. But AI will do this. It's always going to do this. It likes to create safety nets or fallbacks or whatever. And there's times for that, but a lot of times you'd rather it just error, because if it does the fallback, it makes things clean and quiet, but it also breaks your code, right? Because it's a broken state. If it's putting this little default piece of thing in there, or it's just not acting on it, because like if there's no lineup position in there, that route won't work. The code on the back needs to see a lineup position as the first object, because when it first runs the route, it's get the players to the line. So it reads that first spot for everybody and puts them on the field. If it doesn't exist, it's going to be broken. It doesn't know where to put the guy. And it also won't know where to start each move action, because there's no starting point. So having this little fallback here says if no formation coordinates are found, delete it entirely. That just means go ahead and make it blank. The problem is that there's no lineup position. This should be an error, no? But ultimately, yeah, we need to always have lineup position set for that character. You can't remove it, is basically the idea. It's going to be there. It's there. It's just always part of the character. So I'm taking that out, or I'm not putting it in, rather. But I will take this, and I need to take this whole chunk. And that's going to go under the set routes. And then we'll return the new routes, which it probably already does. Yes? No? Oh. Oh wait, that's part of the set routes. Never mind. So I do need this, but this is in the wrong place. That's not gonna work. All right, we'll just take the whole thing and I'll delete what I need, because that's gonna be easier. All right. Oops. Ugh. Got my parentheses all messed up, so let's just take the whole thing. I do that sometimes. I'll grab the wrong parts and then I'm all messed up. Okay, so that should be fixed. Now, only keep the lineup action with its coordinates. I don't think I need this. I'm getting rid of this whole if. And then, yeah, that should be good. All right, so that should prevent me from dumping my coordinates. Let's see if that's true. Hey, look, kept it. All right, I can't clear my lineup. Nice. All right, so we got that piece fixed. Now, handle route coordinate selection. Okay, so this one is handle route coordination selection. Handle route coordinate selection. Where is that? Save play. Is that a new function? Modify. No, modify. Handle route. Handle route actions. Filter. Handle unit click. Formation select. Reset routes. Handle actions. Handle route click. Oh, it is handle route click. Okay, so that's it. Handle route click. Wait, was that the same? No, that's reset route. Okay, handle route click. So handle route click is, let's see, check for duplicate last move action with same coordinates. And then if it's a duplicate, don't add it. Otherwise, add the move coordinates, which is basically this. So we're just inserting this bunch of stuff into the process. Okay. So we're going to insert all of this to check for the duplication. And then that's the same. And then we're going to do this piece. So we're basically putting everything in the middle right here. I think that's good. I think that's gonna pass for my needs. It looks decent. Looks like it's on the right track. All right, now if that's the case, I should not be able to click on the same location twice. So if I click here, get my run going, and then go, let's see, we're gonna go actually, let's go with this guy. We'll have him move to here and have him do a block. And then we'll have him this is a dangerous play. I don't know if this is going to work. How about exchange? And then let's see if this works. I don't know how this is going to work. And then we're going to have him move here. And actually, let's just have him go to here. And we'll have to set him up to move forward. Let's just say up and block. And then this guy's way too far forward. We're gonna have to reset him. He's gonna have to go here, and I'll just say block center. We'll have him go one space forward and block right, and have him go one space forward Oops. Wait, what? Oh, wait. How did he have? Oh, did I click the quarterback? Oops. Okay. Block right. And we'll just have him block center and block center. What do I have him do? I'm actually going to have him come back here. And we'll have him block center as well. Or just block. And this guy will do a... Let's just have him run out here. Distract this CV. Alright, so we'll see how that works. I mean, right now I don't have the code attached to it, but I have the functionality that I have to implement ready. So as long as I have logic in my play, it should work. Now let's see if this does anything. The save is probably let's see if the error, if I'm still getting errors with this. Oh yeah, gotta give it a play name. Pistol. Alright, so now we're in here. Let's see what we're going to get. That's a weird break, so I may have a weird situation with my code going right now. Where are we? Play editor. Oh, the API handler. What's the API handler doing here? What are we doing? I'm not even sure why I'm breaking right here because I don't have a breakpoint set in that spot. Why am I getting a breakpoint there? That's weird. I don't even have a breakpoint on this page. I have a feeling the problem is that I have I'm out of compile here. Says play save, but you can see I got errors. So still getting a 400 error. Oh, bummer. So let's go back into my save play here and go see. I think let's see if I'm still getting. Actually, you know what? I'm probably still getting the error. For one, this is probably not valid because that's not a valid. Oh no, it is capital. I don't know why I have it like that, but so I do have a formation ID this time. So where's the breakdown? Oh, play data dot selected formation. Huh. I have a formation ID. What is selected formation? Why do I need selected formation? That's the big question. Why is it even looking at that? Play data formation ID, which I have, which is all I need. Play image, which doesn't exist yet. I don't think the problem is here. Let's go here. I mean, I gotta dump this, but I don't think that's my problem. Oh, my play. Alright. Oh, it's capital ID. That's not gonna work. Why is it capital? I don't know, because I thought I got rid of all the capital stuff, but alright. Update existing play without changing the image. That's if I even have that. So it should skip past this whole thing, to be honest. we're going to go here. That's not a thing. Now we're going to go try to run. Try to submit it. I don't think there's any reason why that should be a problem. Everything's got a value. Except ID, but that's expected. Play image is not there, but that's expected because we haven't generated it yet. Alright, let's see. Did it work? Oh, we didn't go to the error, so I guess that's something. Invalid request payload. Original message, invalid request payload. Oh, whoops, we still got problems. We definitely got a 400. Interestingly enough, though, it did give me a data image path. And save play ID. I need the save play ID, though. Invalid request payload. So whatever I'm sending in here is choking. So it must be my gateway. Because it's the request payload. It's not getting what it thinks it's supposed to get. Gateway, did you get any messages? Huh, no errors in the gateway. Invalid request payload. Invalid request payload. So I'm trying to save. It's handle save play, I think is what it's going to be. Playbook. Register. Let's see what's the name of the call. It's plays. API plays. And then I have a header. Okay, so it's this call. That's the route. And then we got create play handler. Create play handler. There we go. So I'm gonna have to put in some kind of a log, I guess. Request for creating a new play received. That's good enough. I'll take it, and let's see when I hit. This is going to error, but I want to see if it is actually getting to the front end. Oh wait, I got to stop it. Dang it. Go to gateway. Close it. Restart it. Go run dot. Oh, cannot find module but found. Cannot find module but found what? Oh, cd pfms / gateway. All right, now let's see if we can get some feedback, please. Request for creating a new play received. Well, we got the request, so that's good. But the error is an invalid payload, so the question is, create play handler is probably, what is it expecting? I wish I could debug here, because I tell you, debugging Go has been a problem. I haven't been able to get it to work. I'd love to put a break here and have it capture it, but I have not been able to get this to stop. I have a debugger here, but whenever I try to connect it, it just kind of goes, nope, don't want to do that. So I can't get it to run anything. I have breakpoints and stuff in place according to this, but let's see here. What if I, oh boy, formation, play, shreds, storage. There's everything except gateways in here. So, all right. Let's see if I can. So we're getting in there. I wonder if I can print the request. Maybe I should just do that. Try printing the request. Look at this. It says, oh, you want the request. All right. Let's do the request. It's like, I tell you, it's hearing me think sometimes. Hearing me talk out loud. All right, let's see what the request looks like when I do this. Oh, I got to stop the gateway again. Request body false, true, false, false. Whoa, a lot of nils and falses, and I don't know. I didn't expect that to be incoherent. Nil, false, true, 0, 0, false, false, false. I don't know what that even is supposed to be representing. But it does call create play, and create play is expecting the PB play. And PB play is supposed to be what? I wonder if create play is even getting called. Is it crying about that? What is it passing in for play? Alright, so it should be state, ID, off defense special team name. If it's not matching the payload, what is it missing? Play image. I think I'm gonna have to do, I think part of the problem is play image is coming in as a required field and not as an optional field. And it's not there. The route assignments are good. Alright. Let's confirm. Let's see if I'm understanding correctly. Front and save play is getting an error when I save. Invalid request payload. I do not provide the image in the payload since we do not have see if that's the question. I'm asking it the question with my own answers to see if maybe that's the problem. It might look and go, yeah, that's not quite it. I do know that it's cold downstairs, even though it's 60 degrees outside. 70 in the back if you're sitting on the deck. But when we look at your backing code, the issue is likely in the protobuf definition expected by your go service. The solution, the error suggests that your front is sending the data that doesn't match with the code. Here's what to check. Field capitalization. Your front end uses formation indeed, but your go might expect formation indeed, which it should. The protobuf definition likely has required fields that must be present. I recommend making these changes to save play function. Alright, so let's go back over here. So it says that the problem could be that I'm passing it back incorrectly. Which is, no, I guess that does make sense. Because I am doing this on the back. The protobuf definition is using that. It's the only thing it complained about though. And I don't know when I'm ever going to have this. I don't know why I would ever have that value. I can't visualize why I would ever have that. So I'm taking that out. And it's undefined there anyway, so let's see what else we got. So it's not really stating that it's anything else. Just changing that to ID. It does add a few more options just in case. I don't think I have all of those in here. Let's actually look at it here, because this means I can look at it side by side. Play data, save play. So yeah, it's putting formation ID, it's going play type ID, which is weird because see how this is formation lowercase ID. Use capital case keys to match. Go struct field names. Am I really using capital case items? It says that's what it's expecting, but why does my protobuf expect? Because that's not how my protobuf is written. Let's go back to my gateway thing here. I could have swore I got rid of all that. Look at it's lowercase. Oh, is it doing? Oh, I forgot. It's Pascal case, not camel case. And that's the only place that requires Pascal case are the protobuf Go files. They do Pascal case for whatever bizarre reason. Because there's nothing out there in the world that does Pascal case by default. I like Pascal case, but there's nothing out there that uses it. It's like camel case is the thing, or sometimes snake case. And then they have other weird cases, but I don't like snake case, and if I can avoid that, I will make effort to avoid it. But what was the one that he was talking about yesterday? It's like all lowercase, and it gave me the name of it. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, see, I use camel case here in the protobuf, but the proto files, the PBs, they use Pascal case, which is just weird. And it's weird because it's the proto files that those are generated from, but it changes them. Just one of the other weird things of the world, I guess. So is it that I'm not passing in a play type ID or the route assignments? I mean, they are there, but I thought they were already part of the object. And it comes in as play data. What am I putting in here? So I really, oh, maybe I really am just not putting it all in there. It says play data. Oh, play data is the object that's taking it in. That shouldn't be a problem then. Unless I'm not passing it in as the name it's expecting. Let's try to see what it does. Let's see. Oh. See, this is all lowercase. This is camel case. All defined as such. Shouldn't be a problem here. Let's see what this does. Oops, I didn't open the gateway. Oh no, it's open. Just didn't take it. I recommend making these changes to your save play function. How about logging? That would probably be good. Having some kind of a clue, having to print out what the problem is. I'm gonna have to turn off so many logs. I haven't implemented a good logging path that lets me turn things on and off easily. But I do need lots of logs, and then I want to be able to turn them on and off when I need them. Save play. Oh, that's a play data.js. Oh, never mind. It's changing it over here. Let's see what it does. I got the yawns. I still don't know why it's ID. It bugs me that it's not camel case. Because I've been trying to get everything onto one thing, and I don't know why it's doing that. So why is... So when I'm running this, and I hit save, and here, what does this come in as? Is there really... I think the problem here is that my play data is bad. Let's go to the play editor. Yeah, see, I got bad play data. Oh, and it is doing. So are we setting to the play? So when I'm in here, and we go to create play, and we have var play, something is setting to the play. Oh, it's trying to decode into the play. Invalid request payload, but that's blowing up. Actually, it's not blowing up right there. Why isn't it blowing up right there? I mean, it could be. New decoder. Our body is like completely wonky. Can I print the decoded JSON? I just want to print it, whatever it is. How can I log the decoded JSON provided before Hey man, how's it going there, Treasure Rat? Alexa, turn on Firestorm. Alexa, turn on Firestorm. She doesn't always hear me right. All of my smart devices around here use DC character names. Comics. I got Firestorm, I got Batman and Robin. Dynamic Duo is the light that those two lights are in. I've got Captain Atom is my light over there. You know, being a Superman fan, I haven't decided what object here is Superman. So I have none of my items in my room are Superman. I haven't decided which item I want to put that on. It's like a special one, and instead I don't have anything. So my fireplace thing here is Firestorm, and then I got my desk lamp is desk lamp. I don't know, just because it's always been desk lamp. I got the Hall of Justice back there. That's all of my lights around my in my workout area. Red Tornado is my fan that's connected to the lights. Let's see what else have I got. We got the individual lights are named after their direction they're pointing or the object they're pointing at, like my bike or treadmill. So that's not. Okay. The switch that turns on the Hall of Justice is the Justice League. And what else? I think that's it. I think it's all of my DC label things. I have Blue Beetle back here, but it's just a plug that I don't turn on very often. You just woke up? Just woke up. Wow, it's 10:30 a.m., man. And where you are, I don't know where you are. Where are you, Treasure Rat? You're East Coast, aren't you? That would make you be like 2 hours. I think you were you said you were in the Mountain Time Zone, right? No, Central. Yeah, 12:30. Gosh, you went to bed late last night. Either that or you just slept really long. Yeah, I figured you. I knew you're not Mountain. You're Central Time, right? Read the request body into a variable. Log the raw JSON. Alright, let's do this. And this didn't help me at all. I don't know what that was. That didn't do me any favors at all. So let's a rough day. You were up pretty late, huh? Go and oh, still got one in progress here. No, I gotta start over. That's what happens sometimes. When you break it, I gotta go, no, I gotta do it again. Oh, it's the I formation. Oh, okay, I thought that was a pistol. Oh well. It's alright, it's not like I had it right. So let's just do a simple thing again. We'll go here and set up a block. And we'll go, oops, nope. Meant to click on that. Reset. I don't have a way to delete it in a line, so I gotta redo the route. So we'll go here, and we'll do a block, and we'll go here, and we'll do a block center. Actually, you know what? Let's actually go over here, and then we'll try to block center. And we'll have him do the same thing. Something. We'll just go block center, and block center, and we'll have him move to like right there, and we'll have him block. This guy's gonna be kind of a... I gotta figure out, maybe I need to add another object, another action, like delay, so that they can wait for like the fullback to get out of the way. Because if I do an exchange... Oh, no, wrong one. Dang it. Ah, I really need to get rid of... I forgot to select my quarterback. Block. I gotta select the QB. Then I can do an exchange. And we'll have him do an exchange as well. Just so that he knows. And then he's gonna run out here and that way. And then, let's see, what do we have him do? Guess we'll go ahead and have him go forward and block there. And have him just run around. And then we'll say play again. Please enter play name. Oh, okay. So what did I say this was? It's the I formation. I... I long rabbit. I don't have... I think about how I want to do this. I being left and rabbit being run. But it's terrible naming because I'm going to forget it. So it's like, I know I'm going to forget it. I'll have to write down this play naming map so that I can go reference it and go, okay, this is how I'm naming things. Oh, great gurgly murgly, what did it do? Okay, so that's the whole entire thing. So now I gotta look at this. Woo. That's all way more stuff than I expected. It's really that much stuff? Why is that so big? Shouldn't be that big. I only have like... I mean, I guess there's a fair amount of stuff. Raw request, long rabbit, special team, formation ID, play type. Play type ID. So this is the stuff that it's returning. I'm checking for undefineds to see if there's anything in here that's like not being sent that should be. ID is null, but that's expected. So we got X set, Y set. I don't know what step is. What the heck is step? Action type. Action coordinate, play actions, play actions. Everything seems to be set, just all my play actions and stuff. Oh, I guess there is quite a few objects because every one of these, that's 2. And if this one has like 5, I guess it could add up pretty fast. I don't see anything missing. So it could come down to the mapping. So let's go look at what the map is expecting. So if I go to play.go here, this function simply calls IO read all. Read all reads from R until error. Okay. So it's looking at the play type or the play object, which is right here. So what's not there that it's expecting or is not matching? So it looks like formation ID is expecting to be capital on the F, but the ID is supposed to be small. All of my things in there should be capital. If that's complaining, if it's a case sensitivity issue, it appears that in order to map, it's going to have to be mapped exactly. So I'm going to have to let it. I wish I knew what it just says invalid payload, but I do have, do I have all the parts? I have ID, name, off-damp special teams, formation ID, play type ID, and then created at play image, which I'm not sending back, and route assignments. That's fine, everything's there. It really is just a matter of figuring out why some of this stuff is not making it back. ID, alright. So alright, let's see here. It did recommend that I change this thing. I don't know if it's got the casing right any better than I do, but I will try it. So so weird, because like if you look at how it's saying this is supposed to be capital with the lowercase back here, but when I look at the play object, oh, it is capital. Oh, I hate the way you're so dumb. Pascal case. This brilliant idea is trying to make all these cases. Case sensitivity, the worst creation by programming developers in the history of time. Why case sensitivity is a thing, I don't know. Who in their idiotic brilliance did they do that? Who came up with that? I want to smack them in the head. Let's see if it's going to let me run this. Probably not. Stop putting this in. I don't need this. It's not a thing. I'm never going to have that. Just go away. We'll see. We'll see if this translates any better. Still got an error. What's the error? Same error? Oh, well, I don't know if that's better, but we got a different error at a different point in time. Oh wait, did it do something I didn't quite catch? Did it change? I hate it when it does that. It decides it wants to change stuff and I don't even notice it does it sometimes. It's like, yeah, you know what? You don't need to do it that way. We'll just take this little piece out and you'll never even know. Add ID if it exists for updates. Yeah, it took it out. It's using play to save, and it changed it somewhere. Honestly, I don't even know where I had. Oh, it must have been constant was play without image, and now it went and changed it to just play to save. Why do you do that? Why? Why do you do that? You're just trying to make my life challenging. So it's not play with image. It's still play with image. They kept that title. So we gotta go here. Place that. Okay, so I think we're good to try again. Hopefully they play with the image path. Oops, sorry. I forgot a comma. Alright, save, save. Well, we're not getting an error. We did get to the image part, so hey, maybe we actually got this thing saved. Who knows? Now that we have a play ID, save the image. Alright. Does this work? No. But we're at a new spot. We got save play image is the new problem. I think we're getting past all the nonsense. Still 400, but we're on a different problem now. Because we were having trouble saving the data. I think we actually have plays in my database now. That play has been saved. PFFM. Well, I thought so. Maybe not. Game rules, players, play stats, imports, play types. Huh. Maybe it's not saving. Because it said it saved, so it should have had a value without a URL in the database. But I'm not seeing the value without a URL. My game plan, playbooks, player stats. Documents. Huh. Bummer. I feel like we're inching our way towards the finish line on this, but request for creating a new play received. API handler E4. So maybe we aren't. Oh, you know what? That's the image handler. I don't actually have logging for that. That's why I'm not getting stuff on that. Create play handler. We got upload play image handler, which is, what is the JSON request for that? Upload play. Oh, play image, handle func, upload, play image. Is that what this is calling? Save play image, which is down here. So we're in here getting problems now. Extract the basics for image. Generate file name using play ID without version. All right, so let's see what we got here when we get here. Oh, are we not getting here? So are we blowing up even before we enter this area? Well, what's going on? So we are getting here, but are we blowing up before we even... How weird. How are we? Oh. I didn't get an ID back because the save didn't actually occur. Oh. I thought we were getting to this though. Are we getting an error back of some kind? Are we? Oh, let's go see. I'm gonna go with my counters. Player, gameplay. Oh, nope, nothing there. Formations, game plans, roles, playbooks. Well, okay, so something's happening. I don't know what. We're getting past. We're not getting a play. Why? So obviously this is still a problem because we didn't get an ID back from my save play object, so we didn't actually return an object. Oh. We got to save play, but not. Formation ID, play type. Formation ID, off dash special team, play image, play type ID, matches, route assignments, all good. And then that's the stuff we go in there with play image being empty, which is fine. I need to go get food, guys. I'm gonna take a break. I gotta do my midday whatever nonsense I gotta take care of, and then I'll be back hopefully soon. But hey guys, I appreciate you all stopping by. I hope I'll make more progress on this. I do need to get this thing to save so that I can create more plays. I need about 6 plays of various types. I want to have one for a run that goes right, one that goes left, one goes middle, and then passes that go medium, screen, short, and long. Just have the types covered so that when I'm doing my game plan and I assign a play type, I have a play there to be used. So, because like if you see my, I don't want to, I can't close this right now, but if I go to game plan, it opens up and I can set all these particular settings. But I'm picking play types that don't exist, so even if I try to run it, it won't have anything to work off of. So I've got to get these plays functioning. But I do need to go eat because I'm gonna be like, you know, hangry in a minute. You don't want to see me hangry.